I just wanted to talk briefly, like come back briefly and talk about the token system and how to convert, how it works for one, but also how to convert your hero or if you're class mod or whatever you're interested in into it. Um, Super straightforward. So basically, you kind of just normalize all of the stats, crit, normalize, speed, same deal. Get rid of all dodge, bring the health up a little bit. All attacks have 100% accuracy, and the things that they do will be right. I want a combo token, so it just puts a combo token on it. I want a blind, so it puts a blind token on them. It literally is that DD2 and then whatever token you want token, and then this M and H. So basically, the whole thing works off of a steal system. I have two buff sources that are kind of relegated to this right now. Heroes can steal hero attack on fade tokens, and also hero from themselves attack on fade tokens. So, and we can see that down here in this little block of code that I was talking about. Basically, you can just copy paste this into your hero guy, and boom, you're already adhering to the token system. Like, it's that simple. Change your combat skill to whichever one for your hero, as long as it attacks or you think it should take, let's say, like a dodge token off of the enemy. It would have this. So an example, and we'll look over on the right, a enemy would put on himself a dodge token that a hero would get rid of, right? So DD2 dodge token, a hero would get rid of a dodge token for a that a monster has on it. So 1, 2, this is a monster, has a dodge token. I attack him with my hero, so the hero steals the dodge token from it and then pushes it off himself, just gets rid of it, right? Reverse steals it to nobody, which gets rid of the token. And then vice versa, right? So if my hero had a monster dodge token, meaning it fades when a monster attacks me, that monster would attack, steal that dodge token to itself, and then get rid of it. Boom. So that's it. That's the token system. Like, if a monster is the one making it fade, use a monster token. If a hero is making it fade on attack, it's a hero token. It's super simple. I really like it. It works really well. Obviously, it's not perfect. You can't stack tokens on top of each other, but so like that's why I've decided, instead of doing like 50% damage increase on a strength token, instead it'll be 25, which kind of opens up a little more like balancing and interest. Like this hero does 50% damage increase, but that one only gives one strength token, so it does 25, right? It just gives you a little more to mess with. So it'll all have to be balanced around that kind of idea, because I can't stack tokens on top of each other. There can't be 3 dodge tokens. I get attacked once and I have 2 left. It's not going to work. There's no way to make that work in a way that makes sense for an entire overhaul for every hero. Like, you can do kind of that with riposte, and I've done that on Grave Robber. Dodge riposte that basically counts down how many dodges you have left, right? So it'll give you 3 dodge riposte. They attack you, you riposte, you can dodge 2 more times, etc. Right? But that's real specific. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I've also considered adding some custom tokens. So resistance or resistant basically gives you 20% bleed, blight, and debuff res. So instead of having a bunch of stats on your thing saying plus that, plus that, plus that, it's just resistance. You are resistant, right? It just seems way better, and I wanted to do that. And the flip side of that is exposed, right? You put exposed token on somebody and they have 20% less resistance for all of those same things, right? So resistance and exposed, name was a work in progress. Fire damage, I don't even want to get into that shit right now. Who knows to make it. So I've come up with another issue with something DD2 does is ignores dodge. That is not going to be something that will work very, and I keep using the same word because that's what I want, is elegantly. It's so what I've done instead is basically, so your base accuracy is 100, right? And so I've got, for base accuracy is 100. If you have a blind token, is literally just minus 50% accuracy, right? So if you want to ignore that dodge token, you get a true strike token, and true strike gives you plus 200 accuracy, right? So then you have 150. So that will ignore dodge, right? And that'll also ignore blind. Seeing as how it will always do both, it just seemed like it makes more sense to make it one token, right? Ignores dodge, ignores blind, and then I also added ignores stealth onto it. So, true strike, just another kind of workaround thing. Vulnerable, stagger, but I don't think I actually did anything with that yet. Yeah, and that's it. That's how you. That's all you'd have to do to kind of add your character in. Give them the tokens, add the code block at the bottom, add your abilities to the code block. Other than the fact that there's now 11 abilities because we're adhering to DD2 rules. I mean, obviously you'll have to add a couple more abilities, which is a lot of work in that respect. It's not required, but, you know. Yeah. And then we have crit steal self. This is for stealing the crit token off of yourself after you crit once. I guess that's about it, though. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's it for right now. That's the tentative DD 1.5 project. Project DD 1.5. I'm making a Discord for this, or I have a Discord. There's not a whole lot to it at the moment. I mean, it's got bots and whatnot. Make a Discord to kind of follow it so I can keep all my garbage out of the DD cord modding section that we all love to use. And that way I can kind of post more, have discussions about feedback, let people beta test as I kind of progress forward, and I'll put the link in the description. Thanks for watching. That's it.